Pay attention. The ferry leaves at 10 a.m. Roads are busy.
Great.
Dad, pack the boot.
Yeah.
Rosie, got your teddy?
Uh-huh.
Honey, how's the car?
Windows clean, car wax
I meant the tyres.
Oh, sorted them at Quick Fit last week.
Brilliant.
Planning the perfect getaway this summer? Make sure your tyres are up for the job. Book today at quickfit.com or your local centre. Quick Fit. Drive away happy every time.
Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda Kimmel
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
A General Hospital fan podcast.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the General Hospital recap for October 10th through 14th. But we only had 4 episodes because Thursday was preempted.
Yes.
Yep. So I really don't know where to get started. Do we want to get started or we'll save it for reality check?
Yeah, I think
Stephen Bradford.
Check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stick around for the reality check and hear about our time with Stephen Bradford.
I don't know. I like
Insert
the way
cheesy smile.
I like the way that you worded that. That sounds a little risque.
Well, we got to go to the show.
Our time with Stephen Bradford.
Hey, we had a personal relationship with Bradford that he remembered.
Please don't say that.
Not that. Conversation. Conversation is the word I'm going for. And not Amanda's conversation, like a legit conversation. Take 2. We had. No, but we spoke to Bradford. He remembered.
Yes. It was a very nice interaction.
Yes. And he was happy for us.
Yeah.
So
He's so cute.
he is. Okay. So we will put that at reality check. Port Charles pipeline. We got 1 email. Ashley is loving emailing us. Subject line, you ladies are wonderful. Thank you.
Thanks.
But again, they're topical. Other than thank you for the 411 on Reese as well, because I completely forgot all about that. And I watched it regularly at that point because that train crash is one of my favorite disaster storylines ever.
I feel like a lot of us forgot about it. And then it's like, oh, wait, that did happen.
Like, I did watch that. So kind of sticking on theme with that, this upcoming Thursday, we are going to be talking about Virginia Benson because it wasn't until Friday that they finally started talking about, or that Cody was even on, or Britt. She wasn't on earlier in the week either, was she?
Mm-mm.
She was only on Friday. So, but Virginia's been mentioned like a bajillion times. So we're going to talk about Virginia Benson. And then hopefully by the time I almost have the cartels. I have put so much time into this cartel. It had better be the best 411 we have ever done.
Oh, yikes. You're putting a lot of pressure on yourself there.
Well, I've put a lot of time into it. So yes. I don't know. Do we just want to like jump into it? We don't really have. Okay. This one is a good point. While everyone is talking about who the hooker is, can we talk about the actual angle of it? Because unless I'm missing something, hasn't everyone been stabbed in the gut or stomach region like Ava and Brando were? If so, why are they always shooting the killer with the hook above the victim's head? Like they are about to stab them.
Yep.
In the chest or the head. I mean, just the angle of a hook, it makes more sense to come from behind like they did with Ava.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just watching too many crime shows, or am I just watching too many crime shows, or does this make any sense? As a fellow, I watch too many crime shows. That makes total sense to me. But I feel like even, I don't know.
Just as a normal person looking at it, it does make sense. No, Diane, I felt like it was supposed to be from behind because she said she like turned around at the last minute and they were there. So that could still make sense because they didn't show us with the hook up in the air for Diane, right?
I don't think so. I think it was more of a, we
like
saw
in the
her in the, and they were in the doorway.
Yeah. But Brando, I totally thought it was going to be like in his shoulder or through his arm or something because they held it up and it reflected the light so pretty.
We don't know where it was with Oz. We just know that. Okay.
I'm so mad they killed him.
Let's do headlines real quick. Then we will get back onto that. Monday, the PCPD finds a body.
Yeah, thanks.
Tuesday, Trina confides in Ava.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday, Ava counsels Sonny.
Yeah.
They're getting a very interesting relationship going now.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday was preempted, and Friday, Bobbie and Carly catch up.
I mean, those are all accurate. I kind of felt like the whole week.
Do you know that that's your response every single week?
I know, because I guess they're not inaccurate. They're not like Joe Bob saw Ken, and you're like, who are they talking about? And that would have to happen for me to be like, well, those are inaccurate. We don't even have those characters.
Oh my gosh. Cookie's on the floor looking at you like, what are you doing?
You don't know who Joe Bob and Ken are either, Cookie? Come on. Anyway, I feel like the whole week, and those headlines fit with it, the whole week was like filler.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mad that we missed a day because I feel like that was supposed to be the aha moment for so much, and we didn't get it.
Well, I mean, Thursdays was Friday.
I know. That makes me mad.
So, kind of on with the hook thing, though, with the different angles, I feel like that kind of supports the two hooks.
That does support the two hooks.
Although, also, was it last week I said I think that Esme's going to do a copy, like she's going to be a copycat?
Yeah.
She killed Oz.
Yeah.
So she was a copycat.
She was a copycat.
Yep.
Yes, she was. But I'm mad that they killed Oz.
So mad.
He had so much potential.
He did.
To turn around and get his law degree. Him against Diane, like defending the wrong parties, would be so good.
See, in my head, because I watch all these true crime shows, in my head, it has actually nothing to do with that, but this is just what my mind went to. I wanted to see him become more of like a public defender and because remember how we talked about the Innocence Project?
Yes.
And how they could have been doing that? Like, I feel like Oz could have been doing something like that. And also counseling people on, hey, you can turn your life around. You know, you did go off, drugs, crime, what have you, but you can find your way back. And look at me. Now I'm an attorney.
Yeah.
But no, we killed him.
I really was. I was so mad.
And
they
listen,
didn't
I
even
have no formal
play it
training
out.
as a writer. I'm not saying
he didn't even get to go to the hospital.
I think we have good ideas.
We do.
Just call us once a month. We'll do a Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to know what you actually
Let us just pitch ideas.
Right.
And then that would be exciting to see which ones were taken.
Oh, I am mad at myself for mentioning this, though.
Oh, no.
No, because it would have already been written. No. Did they take, remember when I said that the Hulu description said something about like, and there's always a Spencer, and we're like, who the heck are they referring to as always a Spencer?
Right.
If they change Carly's last name to Spencer, I know. I understand that is Bobbie's last name. I understand that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's totally what they're going to do. Why'd you give them that idea, Shannon? What the heck?
Didn't know that's what I was doing.
Okay, so what was Monday's headline again? They find a body. Okay, well, yeah, there you go. Someone stabbed Oz, and now he's dead.
It was straight up Esme.
Wonder who it was, as Esme was lurking at the top of the steps in her long coat and hood and walked down the steps after they removed the body.
I think we just said all we have to say about that. I mean, that was just, I don't know, I liked him.
I liked him.
He gave a good vibe.
Yep. They could have at least dragged it out some. Maybe if 3 months from now she hooked him, okay. But I just was not ready for him to die yet.
Yeah,
he was given...
Not after he was so happy.
Yeah. And he's like the only person that stood
on the phone with his friend.
Yes. He's like, I'm going to go back and get my degree. I just have to take the test.
That person's going to be on his 2020.
Yes.
And say, I remember he was so happy. He lit up the room everywhere he went. He was so excited about turning his life around and taking the bar exam. Okay. So then Esme went ahead and went to Windermere in the middle. I'm sorry. If you're going to try to break in somewhere.
You wouldn't go in the middle of the day?
No.
I don't know why.
I know. It's not like Nikolas works outside of the house.
I mean, I would think
you would think, oh, he's at work.
My key would still work.
Of course. And the launch would totally take you there. Or is she now like an Olympic swimmer? Because she somehow survived the parapet and all the rock. Is that an Olympic sport? I guess I meant more of...
Look, you can buy an Esme jacket.
A unisex long sleeve hooded Nazgul long coat. Okay.
They
look kind of comfy. So Amanda's going to buy an Esme coat.
I'm not buying an Esme coat. That would be so heavy. I would be so hot. No, I would not like that. I just happened to see someone that I know posted it.
Real quick, back to Oz. So we had Amy this week openly sharing with Portia and Ava about Oz.
Yep.
I can understand with Portia. Why couldn't they just have it be Portia and Ava overhearing? Not directly to her.
I feel like it was just the town gossip, though. At that point, you were allowed to say it to everyone else. They weren't, like, treating them.
But it's still who died.
Anyway, yeah. Esme, just, my key's gonna work. I'm gonna stroll on in there in broad daylight. Like, him haw at the password. Don't you think you would have thought about that before you got up to the safe?
Right. Like,
let
I'm
me
going to write down
remember.
3 that I'm going to quickly go through.
Yeah. And then she's, like, talking out loud to herself. What was that password? Oh, Spencer's birthday. Okay. And wearing a backpack. Like, that doesn't make you the most easiest target to grab. Like, that's the first thing they teach you in safety and stuff, is do not have anything someone can grab you with. And she's just gonna stroll around town with a backpack waiting for someone to grab her up. I did like Nikolas said that Ava got stabbed, but she didn't die. And she was like, oh, of course, karma couldn't work that way.
She kind of, Esme's a little different now. I don't know.
Maybe it's this motherly instinct she's growing.
She's not pregnant. Right.
I mean, she pulled up her shirt and let him feel her belly.
They make really good prosthetics.
She doesn't have much money. How's she buying a prosthetic?
I don't know. We don't know what she was doing in Canada.
Are prosthetics cheaper in Canada?
I don't know.
How many times have you faked a pregnancy in Canada?
Last I checked. But I mean, Britt got away with it years ago with Rocco. Did she ever let them feel her stomach?
But then she actually got pregnant with Rocco.
Yes, that is true.
Like, it was only like,
Did she have it?
It was only like a month or so that she said
Didn't
she was
she?
pregnant before she got pregnant.
I am remembering that correctly, right?
Yeah,
Like,
she told him she was pregnant. She
Yes.
told Patrick that she was pregnant, but she wasn't pregnant. And she was like, oh crap, I need to get pregnant like now so that Patrick believes me. And that's whenever Obrecht stole their egg and voila, we have a Rocco.
I'm just double checking this.
I don't know why, but I really remember that. Like,
I do too.
so I'm like, go ahead, check it. You're going to see that I'm right.
It's not coming up. I'm not going that far into it, but
yeah, because Obrecht told her to say she was pregnant to hold on to him. And
Yeah.
she was like, yeah, but then I'm not. So she did tell him, and then she was fretting, like, how long do I wait before I say I miscarried because I'm not really pregnant? And Obrecht was
but then
like,
the one Brooklyn just had, she was very
did.
adamant about everyone.
do not touch
Do
her
not
stomach.
touch me.
Yeah. I just liked how in the show they're like, here, feel, look, it's real. But whenever she pulled her shirt up, you could absolutely tell that it was not real. And I'm like, why are we having her pull her shirt up? Like, couldn't we have had her turned this way so that you didn't actually see it? That is not her skin color.
So she has this belly on. Isn't it? It's a bigger belly than what she would be, especially with her first.
Uh-huh. But she's really skinny. Sometimes skinny
She
people
is.
pop earlier.
She is.
I never had that problem. I was skinny, but not like that skinny. And then she's like, Nikolas, don't you believe me? Because you know me in the most intimate way. I'm like, oh, gross, stop.
I kind of like when she said that she was going to hook him, or like, oh, you're next.
Yes. And
You
he's
know,
like,
if
oh,
this
no.
is where it's going, then I'm sorry. I want her life right now. She's locked away with books.
I know.
Away from everybody.
No Wi-Fi. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it. And you know they're
He's going to bring her great food. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, especially.
I love that that's the first thing you ever thought of. It's like, they're going to bring us good food.
Especially if they think she's pregnant. Like, heck
Right.
yeah, you got to nourish that baby. Food all day long.
Yep.
And unlimited books. And that room looked so pretty and comfy.
I'm in heaven, so. All right, enjoy it, Esme.
Mm-hmm. Instead, she's wasting her energy, pounding on the door. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
It reminded me of like Beauty and the Beast, though. This is this side of the castle. No one can hear you.
Yep.
Oh, you were talking about Britt. I liked whenever she's like, not yelling at Dante, but she asks Dante where Cody is, and he's like, I don't know, I just left him at Kelly's. I don't know what's going on with him, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, well, I wanted to call him. And he's like, okay. And she's like, why do you think I'm such a bad person? Really?
I like his response, though. He's like, do you remember we don't have a good past here? Like, do you remember this?
How do you say that with a straight face to someone, though? Why don't you like me just because I stole your last embryo and had the child and kept him from you for like a year? I don't understand why you're mad at me.
I do like that he didn't say stay away from Cody. It was just don't jerk him around.
Right.
So.
Cody's a big boy. He can make his own decisions, mistakes. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
Maxie, that's the one I'd be mad at for spreading rumors like knowing that someone else had been hooked, the whole town was talking about it. But Maxie's saying to Britt, oh, you don't know that Mac could be his father. No, she didn't.
Right, because he didn't tell her that. He only just found that out.
Exactly. Why are you spreading that already? I'm sure Mac doesn't want that out either until the DNA test come back.
Yeah.
But I did like Britt's
Or just say something about he didn't know how many people knew his mom.
There you go. Something like that.
That's a nice casual way of saying it. And that way, if it comes back that Mac is dad, then yeah, he's one of the people that he didn't know knew his mom so well.
Mm-hmm.
So
then Britt says, how come I get Peter as my long lost family? He gets Mac.
Okay, so she still has all of his stuff.
Yeah.
So is there going to, and this is why I'm like, okay, kind of happy that we're pushing back the cartel because I feel like there's going to be something in Peter's box that is going to tie Cody and Britt, and they're going to talk about all these things between their dads.
Right. Because obviously.
And then we're going to have the perfectly timed 411 that took me 2 months to write. Yay! Sorry. I didn't mean to sigh like that, but.
No, it's going to be great.
This is where we really do just need, if you want to write a 411, hey, if you want to write a 411, go ahead and do it. Let me know what you want to do. Email us at peer54podcast@gmail.com. You can be a guest writer.
I like it.
We'll send it to us. If you have like a favorite past storyline that we probably don't know anything about, like Ashley shared with us about the train crash.
Yeah.
I do remember that. But
right. Some of the older lines,
like some of the really old stories.
Yeah, that we cannot find YouTube on, but you remember it like it happened yesterday? Oh my gosh, that would be great.
Yes. And we could share them. We'll check them.
Right. We got to make sure that they're accurate, but we won't deep dive the way that we do because we're assuming that you have. I love it.
That's a really good idea.
That is a really good idea. Good job. Only took us how many years
but again,
to think of it.
No spoilers.
Right.
But also no spoilers. But yeah, I mean, if you have, just send us an email like, what do you think about this topic?
Yes.
You know what would be, if you're really bold, some of our first 411s were not that good. Just going to throw it out there. Because I don't think we found YouTube. Or like, we didn't know what we were doing.
We didn't deep dive. We took whatever we found and that was what
what we took it as. Yeah.
And then we realized that there were some things that weren't correct. And I don't think we had found Curly Q at that point yet.
I don't think so. No. So there's a lot. So we could always do a revisited.
There you go.
So if you have a favorite storyline, let us know. And we'll talk about you writing it up. And maybe we could have a fan read it to us.
Oh, that would be cool.
It'd be like a different kind of fan spotlight.
That would be really cool.
Or even if you just have a favorite storyline, not necessarily that we haven't talked about yet, or the revisited. So if you want to go back and listen to some of, I would probably say in 2019 was probably, the key year when we talked about, because that's when we talked about all the different families, because we thought that for whatever reason we had to get everything in right away. And that's so not accurate, but I love that idea. I love brainstorming. I'm going to be the female Richard Branson.
All right, where are you going next,
anyway. That just reminded me of the show on Tuesday.
As soon as I said it, I was like, oh, that's going to take us somewhere naughty.
Where were we? We were talking about Esme and the box. Oh, yes. So that was pretty much it.
Peter.
Oh, because then Cody was talking to Maxie and Cody was talking
to Sam.
Yes.
Sam was like, listen, I don't know why you're blackmailing my friend, but I'm telling you, it better be a one and done, because if not, we're going to have some issues.
Yep.
I don't care if you're Dante's old friend or not.
Yes.
And he swears that he feels like him and Spinelli are even, and he just wanted that one connection with Britt to see where it goes, and that's that. But Sam's not stupid. She's like, there's something going on here, and I'm going to figure it out.
I did like Dante and Cody talking whenever Dante told him that he dodged a bullet. He's like, well, I'm not going to talk about her legs, but you dodged a bullet on like basically the rest of it.
Yes.
You know what? Let's give Dante a lot more credit than we really are right now. Because just with that one line when he was talking to Britt, I mean, the second that Cody started showing her interest, he could have been like, listen, dude, here's everything about her. But I think that he realizes, she's not the same person that she was when she first came to Port Charles. And maybe she should get a second shot. Right. Good job, Dante.
I feel like Dante's doing really well with his boundaries, because Michael sent him to go question Dexs about being held by Sonny. And he was like, okay, I'm going to go investigate it. And he went to Dexs. He was like, I heard this. And Dexs is like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. No one held me captive. And then he says one last question. Are you in fear of speaking up because of retaliation? And Dexs is like, no. And he's like, all right, I investigated it. And then he went to, back to Michael and was like, don't be reporting false stuff, man. And that was it. He didn't keep digging to get Sonny in trouble. He didn't ignore it to not get Sonny in trouble. He did his due diligence, and I was impressed with that.
Yes.
But now Joss's relationship with Dexs is coming out. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh.
I really hope that they don't have her hooking up with Cam
Right.
more to prove that she has no interest in Dexs, because that is not a healthy relationship.
Nope.
And we have made a point of keeping them as a very healthy teen couple, and that's not okay. Because he's mentioning, I'm okay waiting, but is there something else going on because we haven't hooked up since that first time? And then he finds out from Michael, oh yeah, she's been hanging out with Dexs.
I thought that was a very awkward scene where he's in the kitchen of Kelly's at work on his shift and says to Joss, are we okay because we haven't had sex other than the first time?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that would have been more of a, hey, we're having a movie night and maybe things are starting to move along, and he can ask her,
do you want to keep moving along?
Right,
and
because
if not,
this has not happened since, like that would have been a more natural, and I feel like that would have been more Cam.
Yes.
This one sounded more like, why aren't we?
Yes.
And
he kind of like backtracked it by saying, I'm not trying to pressure you. I get that the first time being all over the internet wasn't great, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I didn't feel like that would take place there either.
But Michael, first of all, that was sweet. He was going to get Willow Pie.
That was cute. That was very cute.
And then just winds up telling Cam casually, oh yeah, Joss and Dexs have been hanging out.
Yeah.
But Cam's like, who?
I didn't feel like that was
what
a bad interaction, though. Like, I felt like that was natural.
Well, Michael thinks he knows their relationship.
Right.
And he thinks that they are who they have been. He doesn't know that Joss is not being truthful to her boyfriend.
Yep.
And
yeah. So she went over to Dex's house first to check on him. I really thought that was weird that she buttoned up his shirt because, okay, I get that we're trying to put them in close proximity, but who's going to unbutton his shirt tonight? If it hurt to button it up, how are we taking it off? He's just going to sleep in that shirt for the next 3 days?
Yes.
Or are you coming back over? He even said, I'll just go put on a t-shirt. Put on a t-shirt, bro, because then you can help yourself. I mean, knocking on the neighbor's door. Excuse me, can you unbutton my shirt? I'd like to go to bed now. Very weird. Anyway. And is that not what you thought? He didn't button one button. He's like, ow, ow. And she's like, here, I'll get it. And the whole time I'm thinking, stop buttoning your shirt. He's not going to be able to get it off.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they talk and he's like, no, I'm not turning Sonny in, blah, blah, blah. Like, he spelled it out for her. I'm not doing it.
He almost got caught, though.
He did. He did.
When he said that she sounds like Michael.
That was the second time, yes. Yep. Whenever she went back, he was like, you sound just like your brother. And she's like, what are you talking about? But he covered it up well. I felt like it made sense. Him and Michael have had enough interactions for him to see how they are and stuff. But yeah, I wanted her before she left to be like, here, you want me to unbutton that now so you can put on a PJ shirt? Because you're not going to be able to sleep with those buttons.
Yep. I like Dexs. I like
him too.
Yeah.
I like him too.
I like where we're going with all this.
And then Cam texted her and was like, when my shift's over, we need to talk. It's super important.
Yep.
So, dun, dun, dun. And then speaking of relationships, Trina's talking to Ava about should she go on an overnight.
Yeah.
I don't like the way they're setting that up, though, for him to be the hooker. Because she just keeps saying, I feel safe with him. He would never let anything bad happen to me.
Right.
Blah,
like,
blah,
how
blah.
many foreshadowings do we need?
Yeah.
It's fun to go back and watch old storylines. And there's one little line that I can't remember if at the time I was like, oh,
right.
Could that mean something?
Yes.
But when you repeatedly do it, he's making her so happy. He's so nice.
You can't be any safer than with a cop.
Right. You're setting it up for us to go, well, yeah.
Yeah. It just, I mean, hopefully that's not the way it's written, but everyone who heard that is like, okay, so they're going to go away and he's going to hurt Trina. Maybe Shannon didn't. What?
What if it's a deputy mayor?
Oh, that would be so good.
Sorry, I just totally jumped ahead.
No,
I looked down and saw Deputy Mayor, and I was like, oh my gosh.
I did not ever think of that.
I did not either until just now.
Awesome. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Now they have to change
Wreaking
it.
havoc while
Maybe
Laura's
we should
gone.
take this out. They're going to change it just because we
I
figured
know.
it out.
All right, let's go back to the Ava, Rory,
That's okay.
Trina.
I feel like that was the end of it.
They're really closing the gallery, though. Like, for good?
I don't think for good.
They better not. I love that gallery. Again, missed opportunity for us to be buying some of that artwork, because there is seriously a few pieces that I would have not a ton of money, but
Right,
I would have definitely loved.
Reasonably priced, because these are up and coming artists that maybe their art will be worth millions one day, maybe not.
Or even you throw it on one of those websites that you can create your own
like print
products.
Your own. Yeah.
Upload the digital file and let me buy a canvas print. That way you're not doing anything other than putting up there, as seen on General Hospital, buy this beautiful picture. You get to pick the size of the canvas. You get to pick if you want a digital print, if you want it on a metal. Just throw it out there.
Or that could be part of the nurses' ball. There could be an auction, like a real life auction.
Yes, please do a silent auction. Or not a silent auction, but like a real life auction. Or let us buy stuff. Just let us buy stuff.
If we want to give you our money,
why aren't you taking it? Trying to help save the soaps. Because they could do that.
They could, and put it towards
I would buy
the
a
charity.
canvas print. Of a couple of the pieces that I saw.
I agree.
There was a really beautiful butterfly one, which of course.
Well, that's shocking.
I know.
Shannon won a butterfly?
Yeah. But there's been other ones that I have thought, ooh.
Yeah. Okay, so now you can go on to Deputy Mayor, because I feel like we finished Trina.
Oh, but wait, no, they actually looked at her wound. So your big concern last week over, is she okay now? But she was actually at the doctor's getting her wound.
She was at the doctor. They looked at her wound. She's like, I'm all healed. I'm good to go. But what was Amy and Portia whispering about? Because it was something about Ava. And then without waiting for Amy to come back, Portia's like, yeah, we're concerned about your mental health. So is Amy going to go get like consult paperwork or something? And then she never came back, and they're getting on the elevator and she's like, someone else was stabbed.
I think Ava's pregnant, which I don't know how. I'm sorry.
Why would they whisper about that?
Because she didn't know?
But doesn't your doctor need to disclose that to you before they let you go?
Okay, good. Because I don't want her to be pregnant. I'm sorry.
No, we are not doing this. That Nikolas got two people pregnant at the same time.
Exactly. But no.
Pregnant, two different people pregnant.
His daughter's or his
not his daughter.
Son's girlfriend or his wife.
Yeah, right.
Not even Sonny's done that.
Right, which is exactly why they do it. Now Nikolas has super sperm too.
Yeah.
I don't like that idea, so no, I don't want her to be pregnant. And I feel like they would have had to have told her that. I was under the impression that Amy was going to get like a psych referral information. Here you go, make an appointment with Dr. Collins, blah, blah, blah. But then she never came back to the room until they were leaving, and she's like, oh, by the way, there was another stabbing victim.
See, I thought that it was definitely something to do with the tests. Or are we now going to be giving Ava some kind of a... Oh, the poison. What if there just was not enough poison, and so like there's a little bit of poison being found in her bloodstream, because there was the poison on Brando, and then Diane was okay because Finn had the antidote. What if?
Maybe.
Oh, that's how they're going to figure out that Esme is the copycat, because she didn't have the poison.
Mm-hmm. I do believe that.
What if there just was not enough on Ava's hook, and maybe there's like a trace amount, and they're going to be like, okay, listen, we've really got to watch you, because it could either work itself out or...
Okay. I still feel like they should say that to her, but okay.
But she said that she had to go double check. Well, no, again, they said...
Yeah. Amy never came back. That's the point.
I don't know. Mm-hmm. Is there anything... Oh, we could go into Ava and Sonny talking.
We can go into that, and then I have another... I don't understand why Ava wasn't there, but go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I don't understand why... This opens up a whole other topic, but at Brando's memorial, if Ava is BFFs with Nina, who considers herself to be Sasha's mom, kind of, sorta, then wouldn't Ava be there?
Maybe not, because she was also hooked and lived and didn't want to put Sasha through that.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll allow it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll allow it. All right. So Ava and Sonny?
He's confiding in her.
I know. Wouldn't it be funny if she stole him off of Nina?
Just saying.
Karma's
would be interested.
Yeah.
But I love when she like yelled at him. Listen, Michael's an adult. People get divorced all the time. He needs to get over this.
Mm-hmm. I think I agree that Michael needs to get over it because everyone's adults and whatever. But I also think that Nina, it is like she's rubbing the relationship in everyone's face. Like if you started to walk into the room and saw the two of them having a conversation heated like that, would you just keep strolling on in like, hey, I'm ready to go? No, you'd turn around and go have a drink at the bar until Sonny texted you and was like, hey, where'd you go? I'm done talking to Michael now.
Right.
So she is disrespectful to the relationship with his adult children. And they may need to accept that he's divorced from their mother, but they don't need to accept the new girlfriend so easily. As long as they're being respectful at times that they have to be around each other, but they don't need to throw the relationship in their face, which I feel like Nina does everywhere that she goes.
I did like Sonny and Michael's conversation, though.
Mm-hmm.
So at the funeral, Sonny and Michael had the conversation because after he talked to Gladys, and Gladys rightfully remembered that when she first came to town, she told everyone Brando was dead.
I love when people remember.
I know. And kind of said, I hope that you, and I liked it because I didn't feel like she was saying, you need to go to Michael now and fix things. It was, I hope that you are able to eventually.
Yeah.
Because people put that pressure on other people and relationships are tough.
Right.
He approached him about making things right. Michael has gotten every major client to stop buying Corinthus coffee. That's why everyone's having tea now, I think.
There you go.
So whose tea is it? Maybe Michael is in the tea business and he's just kind of testing it out. But anyway, and then Michael said that he would never do to Sonny what Sonny did to him. And Sonny's like, how can you say that?
Right. How do you know what would happen if you lost your memory and were gone for months on end? You don't know what would happen.
No. And who's to say Wiley is not going to feel the same about him not incorporating Nell into his life? I'm not trying to say that Nina is correct in the things, like in the way that she is going about things.
Right. But I mean, let's face it. Your kids are kids. They can find fault in anything if they really want to. So you don't know what they're going to come back 20 years from now and tell you did wrong and what they're going to tell you that you did right. And it's never going to be what you thought you did right or wrong because that's how kids are. So playing the what if game doesn't make any sense between the two of them. But I feel like Michael is trying to hurt Sonny the way that they hurt, and that's impossible. And it's not really Sonny that he's hurt with because Sonny didn't control the fact that he was gone. It was Nina keeping him away, except for Sonny.
I wish Sonny had spoken that because I felt like he was finally getting across.
Yes.
I didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
But I wish that he had gone that one step further.
He needs
and
to
made
say
it click.
He regrets saying that Nina should have visitation with Wiley because he didn't fully understand the circumstance because he was gone for so long and didn't understand how everyone felt. But Michael has the right to make that choice for his child as the parent because Sonny doesn't like it when people tell him who can and can't see his kids.
Nope.
So he should apologize for that and leave it at that because that is really all that Michael should be angry about.
Yes.
To this level. I'm not saying you can't be mad that your parents got divorced, but as an adult.
Well, he's mad at what he did to his mom, but.
Right. You can be mad for your mom, but not destroy someone's business.
Right. I don't know. And now Nina's going to get like her little payback because she's thinking that Willow, and I do like that TJ. Willow straight up told TJ, by the way, Nina's thinking this. We just need to ignore it. And Michael, right in front of Nina, said for TJ to take Willow home.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, Michael has no idea that he is just justifying that, yeah, we're all friends.
Right. Exactly. But TJ said to Nina, I don't know why you're thinking and saying stuff that you shouldn't be saying.
Oh, but she warned TJ you don't want Michael as an enemy.
Yeah. Well, thanks, but he's not going to be my enemy because I'm not hooking up with his wife.
But he is whenever he's going to find out. But then again, we can just... Exactly.
That's HIPAA. That's not...
Exactly.
That's not friend boundaries.
Exactly.
I can't tell you what I can't tell you because the law says so.
Yep. I did like that TJ brought Willow a club soda.
Yes.
I thought that was sweet.
Yes. I do. I like their friendship. I like seeing them.
I did not like when Olivia was genuinely...
I know. And Nina's like, I don't want to hear it right now. This is kind of an important day. And she's like, actually, I was just going to tell you. I really liked Olivia's dress too, by the way. I was just going to tell you that you did a good job.
Right. Like, let her finish.
Mm-hmm. But that's just Nina. Jumps down everyone's throat.
Do you think that they might put Michael and Sasha back together? I hope they don't.
No, not unless Willow survives the cancer and moves on with her life. They cannot kill Willow and then have Michael and Sasha get together because it's like, oh, both our spouses are dead. Okay, might as well be together. I would be okay if in the future they got together.
Okay.
But not right now. No.
So I guess that kind of totally backtracks to that was Brando's funeral reception.
That was. They didn't show us the real funeral, though. They just talked about how nice it was.
Yeah.
That was just the memorial. Like, we couldn't even get one more glimpse at him. Come on.
It was sad.
It was sad. But Sasha held it together well.
She did.
But it was nice.
She did.
And I like Willow comforting her, saying, you don't have to hold it all together.
Right.
That's not expected. So
Right.
that was a good friendship moment.
That was.
And she
I
questioned.
would like to see them get back together as friends.
Yeah. And she questioned Willow, are you okay? Is the baby okay? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
She said something about her life being perfect. And Willow was like, not so much.
Yeah.
But of course, she did not answer her, which does make sense. You should probably tell your baby daddy before you tell your friends.
And she was able to kind of divert with oh yeah, that's right, Harmony.
Right.
So,
yes.
I guess we could stick with Nina, and Valentin scared the heck out of her. Like, he asked her to have Victor switch hotel rooms so that they could bug it, and she does. And then Lucy goes in and finds out that Victor is working with the deputy mayor, goes and tells Valentin and Anna. However, she is wearing a necklace that has a bug in it.
Okay. I was disappointed all the way around with that because Lucy has done enough shady stuff in her past, sneaking around and everything, for good or bad, whatever, that she would not have set that phone the wrong way, and she certainly would not have not checked it for a lipstick mark or something.
Right.
So, not fair. And you knew it was all going to come back whenever he's like, oh, you smell so pretty. And she's like, that's my strawberry lipstick. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
She's not that sloppy.
I thought it was weird.
I understand what's his name was coming quickly, but I feel like she would have set the phone down correctly and like sat on the bed or laid on the bed and made it seem like maybe something was going to go on there or whatever.
I was going to say like, or be under the sheets.
Yes.
And be like, oh, you're not Victor.
Right.
Something.
Anything better than that.
I agree.
And then like Anna and them are sitting there talking about bugging rooms and blah, 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 blah. No one thinks to say, oh, he has me dripping in diamonds. Maybe there's a bug in it.
I did love that Robert said, oh yeah, her weakness. Call back to,
yeah,
years and years ago.
Yeah, I don't know. But on the other hand, Victor says it was such a good spending of money or whatever to buy that trinket. Like it was a piece of crap. I feel like someone who's in love with diamonds and jewelry the way that Lucy is would know if that was a piece of crap or not.
Yeah.
Unless a little bit of money is just a different level since he is Victor Cassadine.
That is true.
Maybe 100,000 or so is just
to be fair, the Ice Princess is where he holds the bar.
True.
So, but then the way that she got in there was by crying.
That was such a good
and everything.
Oh, I loved
she's
it.
all upset about Brando's funeral and
she questioned, what's the bodyguard's name?
Johan.
Well, has Johan been drinking? And I was like, oh, so it's a known thing that he's a drunk.
Yeah.
And so that should make it not hard to arrest him for whatever until the deputy mayor walked in and was like, Anna Devane's using the police department for her WSB work. I really like the idea of her being the killer. That is great.
Because Anna went to talk to Robert in his office to discuss finding Luke's killer. So now we're back to Luke.
We remembered that Luke died.
Did not like that Robert said his friend. Luke was his best friend.
Yeah.
I think he said it later, but the very first time he's like, he killed my friend. No. He killed your best friend.
Yeah.
You guys were BFFs before BFF was a thing.
True.
Did not like how the deputy mayor questioned Anna, though. I mean, that's kind of gutsy.
Yeah. Do you know who you're talking to?
I know.
I don't need to answer you.
We're kind of going backwards on everything. This is the backwards episode. Because prior to Lucy showing up at the hotel, Victor was continuing to have Esme posting on social media. Quote, Esme.
Yes, that was funny.
And that was after Nikolas and Victor discussed his marriage to Ava.
Yeah, I don't know why he's pushing so hard for them to get divorced and why Nikolas is even pretending to entertain it. He knows he's not divorcing her. She has that recording.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess obviously he's not telling Victor that because he doesn't want Victor to kill her, but still.
So what do you think Victor's going to do to Lucy, though?
I don't know. I don't want to think about that. That's not nice.
He said he's going to make her pay. But Martin showed up. Oh, I loved everything about Martin showing up.
I love Martin. And the fact that it was Anna that brought him back.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like as much as now we're going to hate saying this because we love Martin, I feel like the way to get to Lucy is either through Martin or this is where we're going to have Serena come back.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
How? What's that going to look like?
He'll like have kidnapped her or something. I don't know how often they hear from Serena, but something.
He cannot be kidnapping Serena and Charlotte at the same time.
It's Victor. He can do whatever he wants. It's Victor. He can do whatever he wants. That's the biggest way to hurt Lucy. Or else to tank deception, but I don't think he cares about business that much. This is personal.
Yeah. Darn it.
I don't like, not only this is going to expose Lucy, but it's going to expose Valentin, and then what is he going to do with Charlotte? Okay, you don't have to think there, but that's the next logical step.
Yeah.
Because she was at Anna's house.
Yeah.
Saying, I did all this work for you guys.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Darn Lucy and your diamond obsession. I understand it, but maybe
I thought
diamonds
Robert and Anna were great this week, though.
They were. She's like, I think you're feeling lonely. You need to find a companion because that's why you're being so grumpy.
But he also explained to her why he feels the way that he does about Valentin.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you're forgetting, you know stuff that I don't, that you're not sharing with me. And here's where my opinion is being based on.
Right.
With everything. And he talked about how, Mikos and Stavros behaved. And he's like, I could see Valentin doing the same thing. So tell me what it is.
Right.
Tell me what's going on.
But she can't.
And he still has a dog. By the way, that's going to be a thing that we talk about with the cartel. Because Robert had a dog.
I did not know.
And now Robert has a dog.
I did not know that he had a dog until he said it's lonely only having the dog around.
Yes.
All right. Did we miss anything?
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, Spinelli gave flowers to Diane.
Oh, I forgot about Spinelli.
And Spinelli and Maxie talking about Georgie.
Even though whenever he was on the TV, I was like, I just saw him.
And he's saying that there's a mistake in the algorithm, that he can't find a match for himself.
Yeah, which is a fib. He already knows who his match is.
Except for she didn't take the thing.
She didn't take the test?
Maxie hasn't taken the test.
No.
Oh, you didn't do your fillers.
I guess that would have been a filler. The whole week was fillers because we missed Friday. I think everything was like do, and we were going to have like really good storyline Friday, and then we got gypped.
Jordan and Curtis finally got their divorce papers.
I didn't even mention that because it was
and
just
Portia
stupid.
came in and said exactly what I did. Everyone else still has Trina in common too. And then they're like, oh, you're right.
I watched it, but I felt like I was like sleeping during that because it was just all so dumb.
Okay, so Drew and Carly, Peyton called her Caroline, and she said there's only one person that she lets call her that, and it's Luke. And the cheesiest line of the week goes to Carly, standing up at the town hall meeting. Don't pave over the heart of Jacksonville. No. Okay, question. If Drew is tapping into Jason's memories, why aren't he and Carly discussing Reese's returning in 2005?
Because they don't want us to remember that we remember that. That's the only reason. That was a really good speech, cheesy lines and all.
So, all right, Carly stands up, does her whole thing.
I did. I liked
But then then Peyton approaches her. Do you want my thought? Or do you want me to wait until Thursday? Or should it be like a little teaser for Thursday?
I want your teaser. Go ahead.
I think that Peyton is Virginia. I don't think Virginia's dead. I think that Peyton is Virginia because would you still recognize your friend from high school's parents if you saw them today?
Yeah.
Right. Carly didn't recognize Peyton at first. I think that Virginia took a line from Carly's playbook and has completely reinvented herself as the woman that Carly admired so much. And now she is mad because maybe she killed Peyton and that's actually Peyton in the grave. And then that's all going to get found out. But then why would she be the one wanting to move the graves? Darn it. Well, I don't know what to go from there.
I was with you until that part.
Okay, well, then take that part out.
They're not gonna open the boxes. So who cares?
Yeah.
Coffins, I know, but boxes. So there would be no way of knowing.
So that's what I think.
That's just creepy. That means
that's what I think.
Virginia's nutso too.
We will learn more on Thursday.
Okay.
But I don't know. But that was just kind of because as I was watching the videos, Virginia and Peyton talk the same.
Okay.
I don't know very many people that have that thick of a Southern accent in Florida. Is that a typical Florida?
No clue. No idea.
I didn't know if they actually had like the Southern accent. I feel as though she's more Georgia. I don't know why. Like that's where my mind is going to when I hear her talk is
I agree.
that kind of an accent.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's, and this is just pure ignorance. I don't know. I mean, my husband has family from Florida and they don't talk that way.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, how many people that you meet in Florida were actually born and raised in Florida?
Well, his cousin, that's the thing. His cousins were.
Well, okay.
That's where I'm basing it is.
Yeah, that would not
They
be
don't
correct
talk that way and they were born and raised there. And
yeah,
I don't know.
I'm with you. I also think Georgia.
Okay.
So
that's kind of where that clicked because I was like, wow, do they really talk like that? And then I was like, oh, what if?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
But then Bobbie goes to see Carly, which I thought was nice.
It was. She's like, you seemed like you needed some support.
Until Bobbie is super dismissive of Carly saying Peyton blames her for her family imploding. Like, Carly didn't do the same exact thing to her. Bobbie was acting like Carly would never do that.
Yeah.
Didn't she? She was acting like...
Yeah. But maybe she's just letting the past be in the past because it's her daughter.
The past can be in the past, but you also can't change the past.
You can ignore it. Life's a lot easier if you ignore it, actually.
But it's not. There's a reason why we have to learn from the past. You can acknowledge the fact that you did something bad and that you've learned from it, but you cannot sit there and go, you would never do that. Oh, other than the time that you secretly came to Port Charles to ruin my life. I thought that was just a one-off.
Yeah. Some people do that.
Yes. And then they referenced the accident and...
Not the fact that she lived.
Yeah.
Again.
So I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't either. I don't know where this whole storyline is going to go. I'm not sure what the point of it was. Like, as we talk about Virginia, like there was a whole reason that all that came up back then. I don't know where we're going with this one. I have not figured it out yet. Other than Carly finding her spark, which Bobbie said, you seem like you, which is a good enough reason if that's the reason.
Right.
But it feels like they're digging something deeper.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know.
It would have been a great conversation for them to address. Yeah, that's who you were. But, you know, she should learn to get to know you the way that I've gotten. Or, I mean, no, Peyton's not ever going to care to get to know but Bobbie should basically say, you know what? You need to not worry about what that woman thinks because look at what you did to me and you and I have a relationship now and we're okay. Don't worry about that.
Right.
Acknowledge it.
Or she could acknowledge everything at once and say, you weren't responsible for the accident, but even more so, you weren't responsible for the relationship after the accident. Because then we can acknowledge that she lived and then whatever happened with them, we don't know.
Yeah.
But either way, it wouldn't be Carly's fault.
I just don't like the glossing over, like, Bobbie and Carly have always been this close. No.
But they do gloss over it a lot. I mean, they don't.
Carly did bring it up recently, though. She kind of.
That was whenever she was talking, when Bobbie, Carly, and Joss were talking.
Yes.
And they said about, just remember your past, Joss, because the women of this family have strength and can act however. I don't know exactly how they worded it, but basically it was like, we're all Carly capable of good and bad.
21, 22 when she met Bobbie.
Right.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's it.
That's it?
That's it.
All right.
Reality check.
I'm going to give my reality check first part, and then the second part will lead into our shared reality check, and then you can finish it up just because this is a funny story.
Okay.
Of last week I told you that I said something about Madeline's hamster and then it died.
Oh gosh, what'd you do now?
So,
is the ocelot still alive?
Hold on.
Is that?
No! Hold on! Let me tell my story. So Megan has been tossing around the idea of going to live with her dad for a little bit, and we were talking about what she would take, what she wouldn't take, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So we've been talking about the axolotl a lot. So Friday, she didn't go into school at regular time because she had a doctor appointment, and so I'm still enjoying my morning in bed before we have to get ready for it, and she comes in with tears in her eyes, and she's like, Mom, I think Mr. Bubbles is dead. And I'm like, what? Like, I'm still in half sleepy mode. I'm like, let me grab my glasses. I'm like knocking them off the nightstand. Like, hold on. I have to go to the bathroom real quick before I can like dive into this or whatever. And I hear her in her room, like banging on the side of the cage, like boom, 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 like so hard you would think maybe she was gonna break
a cage,
it.
Not
Like
an aquarium.
Aquarium.
Oh,
aquarium. I'm sorry.
No, you're
It is
fine.
an aquarium.
That-
Actually,
I was like, wait.
when she first asked for it, she couldn't remember what it was called, and she called it a water cage, and so now we kind of just like make fun of her for that because it's an aquarium but cage. Anyway, so
I love it.
so she's banging on the side.
That's fun.
Banging on the side of the aquarium, and she's still like, Mr. Bubbles, and he's not reacting. So I go in there and I'm thinking, oh crap, like we've had enough stuff going on between her and I really do not want to have to be the adult here to say, oh my God, your axolotl's dead. So I walk over to the cage and he is floating on the top of the water with his back out, like sitting perfectly, like looking like he's dead on top of the plastic plants, like she has those tall, whatever, just sitting there, not moving at all. And I'm like, oh my God. I really do think maybe. And with that, he goes bloop, bloop, with his little flapper thingies. And I'm like, so what
was he doing?
So he was just chilling. And she turns on, she has one filter that runs constantly, and then she has another filter that runs like for fun because they like bubbles, whatever, weird animals. So she plugs in the bubble thing and it like blows right in his face and he dives all around his cage and is being silly or whatever. And she's like, oh my God, Mr. Bubbles, oh my God. And I'm like, no, seriously, like I felt like I was going to throw up. Like I kept telling her, you just gave me a heart attack. Like I'm not joking. I was physically like, oh my God, I was so upset. So luckily, Mr. Bubbles is fine. I did not jinx another family pet. It is okay.
Yay!
But just that, oh my God moment. It was awful. So, but he's okay.
Yay!
Anyway, just
and I think I combined, I messed up the name again somehow, but we'll just get past that.
Did you?
I think I said axolot instead of an ocelot. Now I'm in the
whatever
middle.
you want. But anyway, I thought you guys would enjoy that story since we talked about getting him last year and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, funny. But then my like personal reality check was our fun night to see Steve and Bradford, and we had fans meet us and got to chat with them, and I don't know, it's such a good show. They're so funny. And it's such a different, even though they talk about GH like the majority of the time, it's still just such a different light to see them in. Yeah. That you can't help but be like, oh my gosh, they're like real people.
So we had fans of the podcast that also live in the area.
Yes.
Miranda and Andrea join us. And it was just so nice to be able to meet first of all, to meet fans of ours face to face. I think that they were actually the first ones that we
met face to face, yeah.
I mean, because we met people at the fantasy that said that they had listened to us.
Right.
Or they had heard about us. But like these were legit fans of our show. Hi, ladies!
So much fun.
That we got to hang out with. And while we were standing in line, for some reason, we got to talking about the General Hospital card game, the soap opera challenge, and about how the one I have did not have the dice. And I just happened to go on eBay and found one that had the dice. So we will be playing Soap Opera Challenge, the game that tells it all. Over 300 revealing questions and answers from General Hospital's provocative past and present.
Ooh.
As known in 1987.
Oh my gosh.
54 challenge cards, easy game instructions, exclusive drama die. Challenge yourself and your friends to remember great moments from General Hospital, including the stormy marriage of Alan and Monica and the adventures of Anna, Duke, and Scorpio.
Fun.
Again,
Scorpio.
Not Robert.
Just Scorpio.
Just Scorpio. So,
yay.
No, I mean, that was a really, really fun time. I love that Bradford opened with a parody of Let's Go Crazy. That's actually how I opened my wedding. Was the pastor said, dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life, because I did not cry. I am, despite everything that everyone has heard on this show, when it comes to, like, I didn't cry when my kids were born, and I didn't cry but I'll cry like when my friends have babies and stuff. Yeah. I think it's just because like I'm in it so much that I just don't, but then I think back on things and then I cry. But I wanted that line because in case, it was my buffer. It was my safety.
There you go.
So I could get through. But you can actually see us in the video that Steve posted of his little highlight of being in Pittsburgh. We were like kind of right to the left of the sign on the street or on the sidewalk. We were wearing blue shirts and we talked to Bradford a little bit about our podcast. We had him sign we have like a printout like a little poster that we made of our podcast logo. And when we went to the fantasy event, we had the people sign it and then we asked them to sign it. And when he looked at it, he's like, I mean, and rightfully so, it's been 3 years since we have seen each other. And the second that he looked at it, he's like, oh, that's right. He's like, how are you guys doing? And shared a little bit about the show. And he asked us, and that was nice, and
he asked you. You were having a whole conversation. I was talking to Steve.
Yeah. So we were, oh yeah. And their guy loved my phone.
He did.
Jeremy.
He was like, let me just keep taking pictures. I'm like, all right, Jeremy.
He's like, do whatever you want. He's like, let's have a whole fashion shoot or a whole photo shoot.
That was fun.
But it was nice because we had a chance to thank Bradford face to face for being our first interview.
Yes. No, that I liked that we were able to see him again, but
he remembered. Like as soon as he saw the logo, he's like, oh yeah, that's right. Obviously not our faces, but
that's okay.
Rightfully, fair enough.
Exactly. How many people does he see all the time? No, I was talking to Steve, asked them where they went to dinner because they had put a post up on their, like it was on Facebook, but from their Facebook group of they were coming to different cities. Where does everyone recommend to eat? And I did not comment because I don't know what. I just didn't, or whatever. But I said to him, where'd you guys finally end up eating? And he was like, oh, we didn't. We were like, never mind. And I was like, well, that's not a good thing. Come on.
Well, the next time they come to town, we will have to coordinate this.
Okay.
I'll email them.
All right. You can do that.
Like, listen, I heard you guys did not get dinner. Let's figure this out.
Come on over to our house.
Yes. Well, I know that at some pre-COVID, I think that they used to have like a pre-event dinner at some locations.
Oh, that's fun.
That would be fun.
That would be really fun. But yeah, I wasn't talking shop. I was just, hey.
But the show's great. If you have the chance to go see it, they are hysterical. It was such a quick night.
Mm-hmm.
But they're funny. Steve addresses some ridiculous things that have happened on the show in the same way that we kind of do. It's Smike. Wearing the cowboy hat.
Yeah, I liked that we got to see, so Bradford came on first, and then Steve, and then they came on together. Yeah. It was nice to see both of their personalities without the other one. I think that made Steve open up a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a good time. If you get a chance to go see their show, highly, highly, highly recommend it.
Yeah. Tell them that the Pier 54 girls said hi.
Exactly. And then the only other thing that I had was my daughter she had a free guitar lesson from where we bought the guitar. Guitar Center's a national brand, isn't it?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Guitar Center is where we bought my daughter's guitar, and they have like a free introductory lesson, and their monthly lessons are really reasonably priced.
Mm-hmm.
It's 4 half-hour sessions for $105.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad at all.
That's amazing. So she's going to be starting those in November.
Nice.
So that was really pretty much it. Stephen Bradford was...
can you ask, like, what more is a highlight of your week?
Right.
So...
yeah, other than that, pretty boring. Run-of-the-mill, day-to-day stuff.
Mom life.
Yeah, pretty much. But so we've given a lot of previews for it. Join us on Thursday as we talk more in depth about Virginia Benson.
Have a good week.
And we'll meet with the Pier.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to peer54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review. And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Peer 54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at peer54podcast@gmail.com.
Pay attention. The ferry leaves at 10 a.m. Roads are busy.
Great.
Dad, pack the boot. Suitcases, Tetris style.
Yeah.
Rosie, got your teddy?
Uh-huh.
No going back this time. Honey, how's the car?
Windows clean, car wax, carpets.
I meant the tyres.
Oh, sorted them at Quick Fit last week.
Brilliant. If things go to plan, it'll be smooth sailing.
Planning the perfect getaway this summer? Make sure your tyres are up for the job. Book today at quickfit.com or your local centre. Quick Fit. Drive away happy every time.